I believe in you.
Thank you.
I have faith in you.
Thank you. I mean, we are chatting shit. Do you want to start the section?
Yeah, because I'm professional.
Is that everything?
Hello, I'm David Thomas.
I'm Phoebe Mills.
And this is
that everything?
So in between our last two episodes, this episode,
Two
last
episodes.
episode, Phoebe's shat herself and had to go change her trousers.
Yeah.
I've shat myself and decided to stay in them.
The smell is delightful. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But I'm a lady.
When we say is that everything, we're talking about the poo in our pants. Is that everything? No, there's more to come.
On your end. That's why you've got to change them.
Because I know...
There's no point.
Yeah, I'd be changing them every 10 minutes otherwise. Yeah. And the name of the podcast the name of this section being Chatting Shit.
Yeah.
Is for that purpose as well. We talk about how we
were coming up with little logos, and I wanted it to be two pieces of poo sat chatting either side of the microphone.
Yeah, and I weirdly had a problem with that.
Yeah, you did.
It was represented as just two turds from the get-go. But
I thought it was apt, but whatever.
Yeah, well, you would, because you're a big pooper. You're pooping all the time. Big poopy pants.
One more time.
Pants. You big poopy pants, and you pooping in your pants all the time.
You done?
Yep. So, what is there to talk about that isn't shit, that isn't poo? Because it's been so long since we last recorded.
It has.
Last time we were talking about apple pie.
Yeah, we've got that.
The promise of apple pie. We've got apple pie coming up because we do that every time we record.
Yeah, it's right there.
There's a fridge there.
I don't have the... I have too much soft tissue damage to grab the apple pie.
Should we talk about your soft tissue damage? I mean, do you want to talk about that? You don't have to.
Okay. Yeah. I'm always injured.
Oh, constantly.
Always injured.
Every time I meet you, you're like, yeah, speedboat hit me in the head.
Yeah.
And now I've lost my memory.
I am a very clumsy person. And I fell over at 3 a.m. Friday night to Saturday morning. I never know what to say because it was Friday night, but also technically Saturday morning. And I was grabbing a book from a bookshelf, as you do, and I was stood on a swivel desk chair, gaming chair.
Yeah.
And I lost my balance and I fell right all down my side. And I put my hand up to stop myself so I didn't bang my head. But then my hand awkwardly went underneath me and I fell with my full weight on my shoulder. My shoulder came under, my neck was twisted at a funny angle.
Imagine if it was your head though. So like you probably, I know it's hurt you.
No, my head would be
worse. But you were
worse.
better to put your
arm out. We wouldn't be here chatting now.
Yeah. If you had soft tissue damage in your
I've
head.
already had concussion once this year.
Yeah, God.
Yeah. And I was off work for 3 weeks. I don't need another head injury. But yeah, I've got soft tissue. I went to the doctor's this morning and I have soft tissue damage. Just all around here, down here, all down here, and I just have to take a shit ton of painkillers and just rest it. But I keep forgetting because I've always got this like dull, sickening ache, just constantly here and here. Like I feel quite queasy most of the time at the moment.
Yeah.
But I forget how much it hurts until I move myself too much. So I'll just go and do something without thinking.
Like lean over and open the fridge.
Over and grab that. And then I'm like, oh, I technically can do it, but to do it really hurts. And I'm like, oh. Just like earlier making dinner, just lifting pots. Like I'll go and grab a heavy pan. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I can't.
This is like my little nan in Wales. Sorry, I'm going to bring up Wales again. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's Welsh phobic. My little nan in Wales.
100% am.
100%. Who, you know, if you cook for her or you do the washing up for her, it's like a personal affront. And you've like offended her character deeply.
Yeah.
And like there was one point where she broke her arm and her arm was in a cast and it took 3 of us to physically keep her out of the kitchen from doing the washing up. She cooked before we got there. With one-armed. And it was like a full roast with like different bowls and everything. And I'm not going to not provide for my family. I'm going to cook for... You're my guests in my house. And she's so sweet. And like, but she won't accept help. So like, if she's been injured or she's just knackered or what, we just want to help in general. Well, I can't even go in my own kitchen. They won't even let me wash up my own pans.
My nan used to be like that.
Sure.
100% she used to be like that. Nothing could stop her.
Yeah.
You know, she'd have to do the cooking, she'd have to do everything. Except my granddad did the washing up. He always had to do the washing up, like his thing. So you couldn't do the washing up because he'd have to do it, and you couldn't cook because she'd have to do it. And it didn't matter if they were arthritic. Like, both of them, by the end of it, their hands were so... Like, I mean, my granddad's still alive, but he's in a care home now. Yeah. But my nan, like, they both were just riddled with arthritis, but refused. like, we're like, nope, we're fine. Yeah. We've got it. Sit down. Do you want a cup of tea?
It is a generational thing, isn't it?
100% is. It's like, shut up, carry on.
It's like you've got to have like pride of place in what you do, even if you've got no legs and one arm.
Yeah.
You go, I've always done the washing up and I'll keep doing the washing up.
But there is a belligerence to it. Like, I'm like that. Like, today, when you came over, and it was like, you're like, can I help you with anything? And in my mind, I'm
Nana
like...
Phoebe.
I'm like, technically you could, but you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Like... I've said I'm going to make lunch. I'm going to make you lunch.
Yeah.
And then I did have to cave with the little thing. Like,
I had to shake the salad.
Yeah, you had to toss the salad.
I just realised that I did that as I did it. I had to shake the salad.
Right at me. Great. Yeah. Lovely, David.
Put all the dressing on and then shake the salad. Because Phoebe can't do it because she's got a bad arm.
I was just like, I couldn't shake it as vigorously as it needed to.
There's nothing funny about that.
Be shook to get the juices flowing.
It's not funny. She's injured. What are you laughing at? Sorry, Phoebe.
Thank you. I really appreciate you standing up for me like that.
Yeah,
what a
sorry.
prick.
You know who you are.
Awful.
It's me in the edit.
You in the edit?
Yeah, I edit all this myself. On my phone, one eye closed, arm tied behind my back.
Probably would be better at it.
Because it's so easy.
This episode, we're going to bring your stories, and you sent a lot to David's social media. Yeah. I don't have a public social media account, so...
Well, I think because I've made so much content, as we've said, about nightmare customers and working in customer service, that's why a lot of people follow me. And every so often I would get messages from people going, have you done one about this? Or can I tell you a crazy customer story? And I always appreciate that because I'm like, it's good, it means it's connecting. But what I didn't expect was literally about 250 individual messages. Shall I mention the one that I was telling you about that I got in the midst? It was like the late night. I'd screenshotted a bunch without reading them to send to Phoebe so that we could both sort of present people's stories without me having seen them all. And I'm like 100 stories in. It's like 11 p.m. and I read one that says, I used to like you until I realised that you were pro-illegal immigration and anti-reform.
And Welsh.
And Welsh, yeah. That person, Phoebe Mills. I was just like, fuck off, you big racist. Like, I don't have the energy for this.
I know.
You know, not even halfway
it's a great
through.
Customer service story, that.
Yeah. What? But every so often I do get that as well.
Yeah, you do. People sometimes... I mean, I did argue with you about the sparkling water.
We're going to do that again.
Yeah, I like sparkling water. I think it's bloody delightful and refreshing.
You're wrong! I don't particularly like sparkling water. Yeah, that has been branded as my most political video.
Has it actually?
But yeah, by me slagging off sparkling water.
What made you do it?
I just hate sparkling water, and my fiance loves sparkling water, so we have it in the house a lot. I try it, I have little sips, and I go, gas. And I love fizzy drinks, but with flavour, you know? But I'm preaching to the...
Are you one of those people that doesn't drink water either?
No, I love drinking water.
Okay.
I'm a big hydration man.
Yeah. I'm a big hydration
big
man.
Hydration man.
Big hydration man.
But
let's sell you some electrolytes.
Is that everything? Come in. Oh, it just keeps going unless I stop it. So that's our first section.
Okay, let's get to your stories.
Okay, I'm going to set another timer, but as we know, this one could be a bit more lenient.
Shall I go first this time? Because you went first last time.
Yeah, whatever. See if I care.
Yeah, whatever. See what I care.
So we're going to read out your stories,
Yeah.
and we're going to discuss them now.
Okay. I have like pre-screened these. Like I have read them, but I haven't read them aloud. I have like when I've read some in my own head, there've been some like weirdly written. So I might stumble over myself.
And I've not heard these at all.
This is me making excuses for the fact that I can't read aloud. So this is the first one. A customer came to the till with a bag of nuts and asked me to smell them very aggressively.
Smell his nuts, that's great.
Yeah. I said, no. So she asked me to get the manager. My manager for the evening comes down and she demands that he smell her nuts, claiming that they're rancid because Google told her so. The nuts were in date. My manager refused to smell them. She kicked off, demanding that he take all the nuts off the shelf, which he said no to because the nuts were in date and not to be recalled. They got into a lengthy argument and she eventually left after a good 20 minutes of begging us to smell her nuts.
Oh my
She went home and put in a formal complaint about my manager for not smelling her nuts. After she left, I did in fact smell the nuts, just out of curiosity, and they smelt like nuts.
Like nuts, yeah.
In date, perfectly fine, regular nutty nuts. Despite claiming she would be taking her business elsewhere in the future, she continued shopping in the store and we called her Nut Lady behind her back.
Brilliant. I love that. That is the kind of thing that a lot of customers don't realise gets you a nickname. Everyone avoids you.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Oh, she's here, crazy nut lady's here. Yeah.
Can you smell my nuts? Can you imagine if that was a bloke though? Like,
oh yeah.
Or somebody who had. I mean, we were. You know, maybe she had her own set of nuts.
She might have had nuts.
But let's just, for example's sake.
Sure.
Here's if a guy went up to a young girl.
Smell my nuts. Even just smell this bag. You'd be like, what's in it?
You'd be like, what? Like, can you smell my nuts? They don't smell right. Why is she? I'm assuming. So it says that came to the till. So in a shop, she's opened the nuts before she's bought them.
Yeah.
To smell them. She must have done.
And you know as well that like that complaint afterwards about the manager has gone nowhere.
No. You can you imagine someone who's, in the head office or whatever is reading that and they're like,
yeah.
Like,
your manager wouldn't smell my nuts. I was in your store for an hour and a half. Like, yeah, good, I'm glad. Probably had work to do.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Like you just wasted his time.
Imagine if they did and they sent a letter of praise, then the manager would probably be in trouble. Your manager spent 20 minutes smelling my nuts. He'd be like, they're fired.
I just want to say you've got such good customer care. They took so much time smelling my nuts.
Fucking hell. But like, what? So Google
I feel like, is it a troll
them.
though? Is it a troll?
I'm going to say this is real.
Yeah.
Just from my experience. Like,
from my experience.
My experience smelling nuts. We had someone, just as a little aside, when I worked briefly at Pets at Home, and there was somebody who came in and he wore like 3 coats in the summer, and he had a big bag of cat food.
Yeah.
And he went, "Don't scan this. I will read the barcode." And we went, "No, I'm gonna scan it." Now the scanners were on like charge on the thing and it flashed and he went, "Ah!" And he grabbed his heart and went, "It scanned me! Did it scan me?" And we went, "No." And then he was like, "Anyway, 51325." Reading out all the wrong numbers. He was reading out like a product reference number or something. And I was like, "I'm going to have to scan it." He went, "Don't you dare scan it. If you scan it, I will leave. I won't come back." And it went on and on and on and on. And eventually I found the right barcode, put it through. He paid with like dodgy, stinky, kind of slightly wet cash.
Dodgy, stinky?
Yeah.
Can you smell my cash?
Smell my bag of cash. And then he left. And I told the managers and they were all like pissing themselves. And they were like, "Yeah, you've served radiation, man."
Oh no.
It's a rite of passage working here. Radiation man comes in, he gets this huge bag of cat food.
Yeah.
And he thinks if you scan it, it's radiated and it's ruined. Mm-hmm. Clearly big conspiracy theorist. Mm-hmm. But he was in a shop with lights on, Wi-Fi. It's probably gone through other forms of very light radiation. scanning a bag of cat food, just fucking nothing. So, long story short, I think this is real. I think Nut Lady is real, and that's exactly the kind of bonkers shit.
You do get though when you work somewhere and you've got people coming in, it's like a rite of passage to serve them, or people will tell you about them.
Completely.
Yeah.
So I think Nut Lady's real.
Yeah. At Dungeons, when I wasn't working in customer service, I was performing. It's almost customer service.
It's the worst of both worlds.
It's kind of borderline. Yeah. But we used to have these girls come in called the Sunglass Girls. They'd wear sunglasses.
In the London Dungeons. Can't see shit.
It's fucking dark in there. Yeah. I used to wear sunglasses on shift a lot. I'd walk around with sunglasses because backstage is like fluorescently lit.
Oh, okay.
And it would set my migraines off. But
sure.
If I was like staring at them too long, or like in the morning when I get like light sensitivity,
right,
I'd be like, because I wear sunglasses on the tube. I'm that wanker.
Right. Yeah.
I wear sunglasses on the tube and stuff. So I would wear sunglasses, but not when I was like in show space.
Yeah.
Where it's predominantly very, very dark.
How often were they coming in as well?
Enough for us to recognise that they were Sunglass Girls. I mean, we had a few, but we had like lovely ones as well. Yeah. And we had a guy called Tony who we loved, and it was his Friday. Every Friday he'd come do the London Dungeons multiple times. He'd be well up for it. I can't ever imagine doing that,
but fair play.
No, it was just his thing that he enjoyed, and he was a great sport. Oh. We all enjoyed seeing him.
Totally.
And he wanted to come because he really just wanted to see all the different actors and performers that would do different things with them.
Fair play.
So sometimes you get like regular customers. Yeah. Like when I worked at a restaurant at Belpassi Bros in Tooting, I've got some stories from there. Yeah. But I did love that little Italian restaurant. It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
But there was this one woman who was a speech and language therapist, and she would come in every day for her dinner or a few times a week from the hospital. And she was lovely. I used to love her. She was very shy, but I just used to really enjoy seeing her whenever she came down.
That's gold dust in customer service, is like a nice regular.
Yeah.
Because so many of the regulars, the Nut Lady, Radiation Man, you go...
M&S Cafe.
Yeah.
M&S Cafe. You'd see them like... They were of an older age. I don't want to discriminate.
Sure. It's M&S Cafe.
But it's M&S Cafe, and they came every day, and everything had to be bloody perfect.
Of course.
Everything had to be just how I want it. I come here who are you? Why are you here? Well, I want so-and-so. She knows how to make my coffee. I have it just... You listen here. I have my coffee just like this. And you've got to get the milk just right. And I'd be like, I'm not paid.
I feel like I'm back in work now.
To deal with it.
They always do this.
Yeah.
It's me.
Sure. Yeah. Anyway, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to start on an absolute corker for you here.
Mm-hmm.
So this was sent in by Liv on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I didn't read mine out. I didn't know we were reading out names.
Well, I am, because I care about the people, but that's just me.
Okay.
You know, so guess you don't.
Okay, well, their name is just Symbols.
So read it out.
Starts with a, and then Symbols.
Brilliant. So thank you, Symbols. So Liv says, I'll set the scene here. My chair's creaking so much.
I know, mine has been.
I used to work for a sportswear company that supplies football kits to several Premier League teams. Without saying its name, it's a brand that famously gets a lot of stick for its quality and also their deliveries from online. I think I know who it is, but we won't say. We won't get live in the shit.
But yeah.
With that being said, one day I had a very pissed off old lady, there's a theme here, who came in to complain that half of her order had not arrived and that it was definitely my fault. Because always it's the fault of the person who doesn't deal with the online orders and works in your local shop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Her rant continued for a few minutes, the usual, I'm not leaving the shop until you give me the part of the order I'm missing, etc. And I could tell I wasn't getting anywhere. She was getting pretty agitated, so trying to diffuse the situation, I offered to take a look on our tracking system to see where her order was, sort something out from there. I told her all I would need is an order confirmation. That's it? No, it's not. She said that was fine, and her husband had sent her a screenshot of it. Bear in mind, at this point, the woman's probably pushing 60.
Yeah.
So she opens Messenger to show me the order number with the phone turned to me. Turns out, she mustn't have properly closed the app the last time she'd used it to speak to her husband. And in fact, when she went to open up the order confirmation, I was instead met with her husband's nudes. Again, the pair of them easily in their 60s, and unfortunately that photo will be etched into my mind forever. I was looking at the phone in disbelief, and she was looking at me like I was stupid.
Oh,
so
God.
She's like, yeah, she's still yelling about, and look, and you've not got this order right, and everything, and it's like showing her this picture. Where am I up to here? All this time, she's still having a pop at me for her lost football shirts, and I can't help but think at that moment that she probably has bigger problems. Wondering why I was just stood there frozen, she turned the phone back to herself, and her face went white. She saw a massive, full-screen zoomed-in photo of her husband's cock. Let me just get to the end here.
Oh my God.
I looked at her, still reeling from seeing her, now this is important, her husband's wrinkly and tattoo-covered penis.
Oh my gosh.
Embarrassed and without apology, she took one look at me and we both instantly walked away in opposite directions without saying anything, and I never saw her again. So, not only is she just generally a nightmare customer, but imagine berating the wrong person about an order they have no control over with your husband's cock in their face, going, and another thing, right? No, you're going to look at me. Like, what the fuck?
Read it, have you read it?
Yeah.
No, look at it.
Like, trying to look away, it's like, I'm talking to you, look at me.
It long enough.
It's a big number, really get in there, really read it.
Tattoo covered.
Yeah, he had a tattooed penis.
I knew someone that wanted to get an elephant trunk tattooed from there.
Was it a 60-year-old man?
No.
Oh,
No, it wasn't, but they wanted like their trunk to be trunked.
Sure, yeah. I often think as well, like, I say often, I don't often think this,
do you?
But whenever this has come up,
Yeah.
whenever I'm in the tattoo shop and asking him to tattoo my penis, I'm like, would you get it done flaccid and then it changes when you're hard, or do you have to somehow try and maintain an erection?
Actually, should we put that out there as like a thing?
Message in if you've got a tattooed cock.
If you've ever tattooed a penis, or had your penis tattooed, do you do it flaccid?
Because does it stretch, like, you know, like a photo on a balloon, like kids' birthday balloons, and then you blow them up and then the picture stretches and they look like...
Yeah.
Does that happen?
This is the thing though, because if it needed to be tattooed hard,
yeah,
you'd have to get it hard, obviously, for the tattooist, and then the tattooist is fondling
your erect penis. Yeah, I presume it's done soft, but then yeah, the image stretches and distorts when you get an erection.
How do you maintain an erection whilst getting tattooed? Because it's so painful, unless that's what you're into.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's like someone's ultimate kink.
Is tattooing their cock.
Yeah, I wonder what the tattoos on the cock were.
To be fair,
see, that's what if someone did that to me, I'd be like, ah! Hang on.
Like,
sorry, can you just... Can you clarify what that is?
R.I.P. Mum. But like, yeah, so I've thankfully never been in a position where someone has just aggressively shoved a picture of a penis in my face.
I haven't, but I was on a flight. So I recently went to Italy with some friends, and I was on the flight back, and I was sat next to this really lovely couple. Sort of like, I think one woman was probably in her late 70s or something, and then the other woman was, I think, maybe in her late 50s.
Yeah.
Like, and they were from Australia, and they were visiting the UK because one of them was born in the UK but lived in Australia, and they really looked after me on this flight, bless them, because the way that the seating was that I was sat next to them. And there were these kids in front, and we were sort of laughing at the way the kids were being. I mean, normally I find kids on flights quite infuriating.
Sure.
But then I'm quite an anxious flyer, so I just find it a bit overstimulating. But if they're doing the sort of shouty kicking chair thing,
yeah.
But these guys weren't. They were just being quite cute. But they were flicking through the phone of pictures.
Uh-oh.
And I could just see through the crack. I glanced through because I could see, something catches your eye and it was the flicking of the thing. Next minute, their naked granddad was
what?
Like, that's granddad! And it was a naked picture of this older man. And immediately they put the grand next to them, took him off and did that. And I just fucking snorted behind the seat.
So was it on her phone?
I think it was on the nan's phone. It was with the kids. And I was not the women that I with. They were sat in front of us, and this woman was like, "What?" Because I just cracked up, and I was like, "She's just been flicking through and seen a naked picture of her granddad." And we were all just like trying not to, but yeah, I saw this.
Do you think it's the same people?
It wasn't a tattooed penis.
Oh.
It was a very sort of very pale.
You saw it, did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's granddad.
Granddad.
Fucking gross.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
But what a story.
Yeah, thank you for that.
That's a really good one.
I had to start with that one because I just knew you of all people would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, hit me with another one.
I worked in a nightclub, which won't be named because this definitely could get them shut down. For about a year, and over the summer we did alcoholic slushies. The summer came and went and no one cleaned out the machine.
Uh-oh.
We then started doing slushies again for a new cocktail line. There was still liquid in the machines that had been there since the summer. By this time, the liquid had maggots and flies in it. One of the new starts didn't realise this and served it up to unknowing customers. I can only imagine the customer didn't complain or come back to the bar, so they must have chugged it. That's it, yeah. Yeah, I can only imagine that the customer didn't complain or even notice it because they came back to the bar and chugged it.
The ice in that one was a bit weird.
Yeah.
No. Maggot slushies.
Maggots and flies.
Oh, God. Maybe it's recency bias for me, but that gives me the fucking shivers.
You maggoty chimney.
Yeah. Oh, God. And do you know what? Mine did not go well in a drink. And I tried them in slushies, tea, coffee.
You tried it, but
once they were there,
you just sprinkle them
extra little bit of protein. It's like putting like seeds on a salad, you know? Why not?
I actually ordered a salad from Honest Burger once, and there was a couple of maggots.
Was there?
Yeah. Yeah. I got home and it was fucking nasty.
It's more common than
I've
we
never
think.
ordered a salad from Honest Burgers again since.
Sure. Oh.
No.
I like Honest Burgers.
I love Honest Burger. I love them, but I won't eat their fucking salad anymore.
No. But you know what? Sometimes it's not necessarily like the business. It'll be one particular franchise where they've got like a shit manager.
Someone said to me though, if you find them in salads, it means they're fresh. And I'm like...
I've heard that about spiders. Because it's like that means they're not washed and they're not full of pesticides and stuff.
I think I'd rather...
But I think maggots exist in like
I don't want the
rotten...
spider in there. I don't want any fucking insect in the salad.
Wash them out. I don't care.
Yeah, just fucking get rid. I don't give a shit.
Maggot slushies is up there.
I know.
That's pretty fucking bad.
I know a well-known cafe I used to work for that I may or may not have already mentioned.
Yeah, I don't know if you have it here at least, but go on.
That one time I saw someone, because they used to have these meals, they were all bloody microwave meals.
Sure.
Like, they'd act like they were freshly prepared. They were bloody microwave meals. And I saw a manager once drop it on the floor, scoop it up, and plate it and give it to them. Amazing. It was about 10 years ago, but yeah. Oh. And I was like, this place is so strict. They were so strict on so many things, and it's just like,
different principle when it's the manager, isn't it?
I know. Awful. I mean, that is nasty.
That is fucking gross.
That is grim.
But I'm glad they sent that in.
Yeah.
Because it's a good one, but it's fucking minging.
Yeah. No.
We got time for one more? Yeah, we have. So,
we got time for one more.
Time for one more. So I'm going to go for... This is it's two quick stories here. And they were both sent in by Jake Ashcroft, who happens to be my cousin. Hi, Jake.
Oh, hello, Jake. I've never met you. Hope you're all right.
And you never will. He's a good boy, Jake.
Okay.
You stay away from him.
What are you trying to say about me? I'm not a good boy.
You've got shitty pants. He's a good hard-working lad, is Jake. Yeah, that's true. But I'm family.
I really do like the colour of your shorts.
The brown.
It's a nice teal.
Because of the shit.
Oh.
Thanks. So, this is quite a unique one. I've not had anyone else send in from this profession. Jake was quantity surveying properties in these stories. So, and a lot of them were in housing association houses. Have you already got something for this?
I've got an estate agent story.
Oh, shit.
But
okay.
I actually think it might be a bit too...
Really?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, tell me after this and we can always add it as little bonus content if we want to.
Yeah.
Oh God, I dread to think what that is. So, he was quantity surveying a house in Wiltshire and was convinced that it was a safe house because there were like weird pictures all over the walls of, he said, an old veteran, but it was like a young Scouse family in the house. And he was quantity surveying and he spoke to the woman in this like housing association safe house, who said, I'm going to try this with a dodgy Scouse accent. I've left something for you upstairs. And he goes, oh yeah. She went, yeah, go have a look. Left your little surprise upstairs. Sorry for the Scouse accent. And he goes upstairs, and there is a huge turd in the sink, like an abnormally big human turd just in her sink. Comes back downstairs. He's like, trying not to throw up, and she's just smiling and goes, did you see when I left you? Did you see my little surprise for you? And he said he just had to leave and send somebody else in. What?
Can you imagine if actually the surprise was something completely different and she just she'd actually got him something really nice.
She left him a bottle of fizz in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And he just happened to go into the room where her husband shits in the sink. But then a little add-on to this, he said his old boss, Andy, who was about 6'8", he was very tall, very thin.
Oh, Greg Davies.
His old boss, Greg Davies, I read it wrong, was surveying an 80-year-old woman's kitchen, and he crawled under the sink to kind of assess for damp, and apparently she kicked him in there and locked the door and kept him in for about 6 hours. If it were me, I probably would have tried to like kick a kitchen cabinets down or something. I don't know. Didn't let him out for about 6 hours, let him out, and then apparently acted like nothing had happened. And was just like, did you find the damp? Do you want to come see the other room? 6 hours. He was just locked in this woman's like kitchen cupboard under the sink. I don't know how this 80-year-old woman had physically like kicked her
under the sink. That's not big.
No, I know. And this man's he's like 6'8". But supposedly, she kicked him in. Also, why has it got a lock on the outside? If this was come from anyone else, I'd think they were having me on. Oh. Is that everything? Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the cupboard under my sink right now. You couldn't fit anybody in there.
No, especially not a 6'8" man for 6 hours. You know?
Fucking hell.
And like, I don't know, maybe if he checked her oven, fucking Hansel and Gretel would have been in there, or whichever story that is.
Yeah, Jesus.
I know. So, you know, if you want a calm, quiet, civilised job, don't get into quantity surveying is the lesson we learned there. Did you have anything more to say on that?
I'm actually quite astounded. I'm trying to figure out the whole 6'8" under the kitchen.
Me too.
Cupboard.
It boggles the mind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And how he was there. He must have been squished at such an angle.
I would have shit myself if I couldn't hold it for. I don't think I could hold my way in for 6 hours. That's what I'm thinking. It's under the sink, so you could.
Yeah, there's plumbing.
There's plumbing.
Yeah. But he says.
And I would piss in her pipes if she like
completely
100%.
Yeah. He did say it was 6 hours. That sounds like a crazy amount of time. You'd go insane.
That's a crime. Surely that's a crime.
You would think you'd get out and immediately call the cops.
Yeah.
That's bonkers. But apparently it happened to poor old Andy.
Fucking hell, Andy. I'm almost judging Andy.
Yeah. For allowing himself to kicked in by an 80-year-old woman. All I can think is it must have been...
A 6'8" man got kicked in by an 80-year-old woman to a cupboard under the sink.
Yeah. All I can assume is that maybe she has a big old sort of Victorian, like Tudor kitchen, whatever, you know, whichever one it is. And he'd gone most of the way into this, what must have been a bigger than normal cupboard space, and she just booted it in from behind and then locked it. But why her cupboard under the sink
she might be
has
80
a lock on the
and
outside?
like, that's her way of getting off. And she knows she's on her way out. She's lived till 80 now. She's just like, fuck it. What did you do today? I locked a 6'8" man in my cupboard for 8 hours. 6
then
hours.
I went and watched 9 episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
It was lovely.
Came back and let him out.
Didn't say anything. Screw it.
Christ. So, that is everything.
Moral of the story, man.
Yeah, don't get into quantity surveying.
Don't get into quantity surveying.
And smell the nuts.
And smell the nuts.
Smell those nuts.
That's how you check if they're out. I've never smelled nuts to see if they're out of date. I will if I've got a bag of nuts in my cupboard, right?
Yeah.
And I've not eaten them for a little while. I just take them and see how they taste.
Sure.
I'm like, they're a bit naff. I'm going to throw them.
Yeah.
Or I go, no, they're all right actually.
Well, I would have been in a tricky situation as someone with a nut allergy. I don't know if that would have been... You're employing people with nut allergies. They can't even smell my nuts.
You've got a nut allergy. I didn't check the apple pie for nuts.
Trying to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 podcasts in, I'm already sick of you. Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, eat the apple pie,
Yeah,
David.
eat the apple pie, David.
It's really crunchy and like got loads of chunks in it.
Yeah.
Just eat it.
Yeah.
Don't smell them.
What nuts are you allergic to?
Not telling you.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't. It's like doing a podcast with my granddad. Not telling you. Hey!
Oh my god.
That spiked the microphone.
It did, yeah. It's because you hit the fucking table. Right, top and bottom?
Top and bottom. Okay, so as we established last time, we are going to spin a wheel full of random categories, and then whatever it lands on, me and Phoebe are going to give our top and bottom of each. So previously, whilst the wheel spins...
We did canned goods last time. You've taken it out now, have you? Have you taken canned goods
I have
out?
taken canned goods out. Okay. Places to get married.
Well, this is for you. You're the one getting married.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll lead in that case. So, top, and this is just like this is the inside scoop here, because I'm Welsh. I'd say a castle.
That would be sick.
Like a big, nice old castle. Because Wales is full of castles.
It is.
Or ruins of castles. Bloody English. So I'd say a castle.
I think a castle's pretty epic, yeah.
Worse, like bottom place to get married. I'm gonna say Lidl.
Free buffet.
Oh, that's true.
Or it might not be included.
Nah, and you've got an aisle.
You've got an aisle. You've got many an aisle.
Yeah, maybe in that 80-year-old woman's cupboard under the sink.
Yeah,
It's a pretty bad place to get married.
Okay.
Yeah, what would you say?
Top place to get married. By the way, we have filthy versions of this. And
Yeah,
we've
there's
got
some
2
mad shit on here.
like placid canned goods and places to get married.
I know.
Okay. Top place to get married is
According to People magazine, the top place to get married is Sorrento.
Sorrento. Oh yeah, I'd love to. Me and Matt are going to Pompeii.
Ooh,
I know.
get married at a volcano.
Get married. Ooh. I don't think we're there yet, but we could.
Hey Matt, up a volcano.
Up a volcano.
Me and you. I mean you and Phoebe.
You can marry him. That's fine.
Fine.
Take him off my hands. But right, a good place to get married. See, I love the idea of like a big nature wedding. I love the depiction of the Twilight wedding in a forest. I was that Twilight
I don't
teenager.
know it, but I'll take you.
Now, here's the thing: Twilight's problematic as fuck,
Sure.
and as a teenager, I loved it, and in my early 20s, it was my guilty pleasure. I don't know if I can stomach it as much now, because I point out everything that's wrong with it.
Well, the only bit I remember that has become such a big meme since even we mentioned this was it like marking on the baby. Like Jacob does.
Imprinting on the baby.
Yeah, where he's like,
yeah, that whole
I've marked her, I'm coming back for her.
Yeah. It's that whole I'm gonna raise her and I'm gonna be who she needs me to be until she's old enough for me to fuck her. That's literally it.
I've just seen that clip on like YouTube Shorts of like, did you imprint on my baby?
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
You imprinted on my daughter. Yeah, she looks hot as balls though when she does that. But and that's the most important thing.
As long as she's hot.
But she can get away with anything.
Yeah.
But I love that big forest wedding with the fairy lights. I mean, as long as there's not like midges flying around and stuff, but like, or like a sort of like, yeah, like a big forest with fairy lights.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, flowers everywhere and everyone's sat on like logs. You know, it's very nature.
Yeah. As long as you're hot.
As long as you're hot.
What about your bottom?
My worst place to get married would be something like, like the gym or the old school hall.
Like the old assembly hall.
Yeah, like the old assembly hall in my school.
Everyone on the uncomfortable long benches.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those uncomfortable fucking like this coloured bench.
Yeah.
With the little white knobs at the end of each.
Yeah, why was it uniform for schools to have them with the little white knobs on the end?
And actually, it's a school day, so all the kids are like running around, and you can just hear them screaming and calling each other knobheads in the schoolyard.
You're getting married by like your old headmaster.
The toilets are literally the school toilets, which are just vile.
The catering's done by the dinner ladies.
Yeah. I think that would be my worst place to get married.
Although that school dinner sponge cake that's just vanilla sponge with icing and sprinkles on, I wouldn't be mad at that as a wedding cake.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
No.
Thing is, if I ever get married, I'd want the wedding cake to be the dessert.
Yeah.
It's one thing I don't get about weddings when they have like a big course meal and they have like a dessert, which is like some kind of brownie or something else.
Yeah.
And you're like, just use the fucking wedding cake. You've got a giant cake. You've spent a shit ton of money on there. Like, just have that for dessert. I had a friend who did that, and I was like, that is a fucking genius idea.
It's such a good idea.
Eat the cake for dessert.
Do you know what I can't wait for after my wedding?
What?
And after my honeymoon?
What?
Is eating 3 tiers of huge, slowly more stale cake by myself. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for that. Mm-hmm. Instead of sharing it with my friends and family, I'd rather let it go rock hard and eat it for a month.
Yeah. Have you seen those videos of people where the husband smushes the cake into their wife's face?
Yeah, that's a big thing me and my fiance have talked about, is no face smushing. And we're telling guests as well. Yeah. You can do it to each other if you feel like it, but
not
please
to
don't.
us.
But if someone comes up to her and just rubs cake in her face, you're out.
Yeah.
You're gone.
No, 100%.
It's not funny.
It's not funny, and you've got you've spent all of that day looking your best.
Yeah.
And I mean, some people won't care, fair enough. But if they've consented to that beforehand, fair enough. But I would be fucking fuming.
I saw a video of a couple.
My fiance did that.
Really, of course. I saw a video of a couple really recently on their wedding day, and he gets a little scoop of loads of icing, and she's going, and then it's just cuts between the two of them, and the wedding videographer has clearly made this edit, or at least shot it. It's her going silent, no reaction, and him going. Clearly they've talked about that beforehand, and she's gone, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't you dare do that. And he's gone, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
It's so disrespectful.
They've got to live their life together.
Yeah. No, I get that in old.
Yeah, completely.
Bye-bye.
Like, oh, great. I've got expensive cake on my face on my wedding day.
What's the takeaway from this episode, David?
It's don't smell the nuts.
Yeah.
Don't tattoo your penis unless you want to, and that's your thing.
See, I think we should turn this into a life-affirming thing.
Do we?
Smell the nuts and tattoo your penis.
Smell the nuts and get that penis tattooed. Mm-hmm. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
I will see you on the next one. I've been David Thomas.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Go on.
I've been Phoebe Mills. And
do it with more enthusiasm.
And I've been Phoebe Mills.
More, 10% more.
And I've been Phoebe Mills.
It's good enough.
I fucking hate you.